As always, thank you to the members of the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to my second channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Link is in the description. Man, you can really see the water coming down. Alright everyone, here we are, back again with the final video in this series of Tomy unboxings and reviews. We have 2 more items to unbox and take a look at in today's video, but before we get into it, one quick update. I did return my Toby pack and my Diesel 10 pack back to Amazon for a full refund, so nothing was lost. In fact, I only gained because I made videos on them, but the reason why I returned them was because I was not happy with either Toby or Diesel 10. Now you can watch my Toby review for why I dislike him, but in my Diesel 10 review, I know I was positive and I said he was basically a 10 out of 10, but I think that was me just in the moment being happy to have a Tomy Diesel 10. But in reality, as time went on, I realized I did not like him at all. I think he is way too wide. He really doesn't look like that in Thomas and the Magic Railroad at all whatsoever. So he's just too fat, and you may say, well, he has a C battery, so he needs to be that wide. Well, Diesel 10 does not even need to have a C battery. He can run on a AA, just like Arthur, Salty, and Neville. So he does not need to be that wide. You can see Neville over there. Very good, accurate, proportional. He is correct compared to the TV series. They just messed up with Diesel 10. But as a surprise, here's a piece of rolling stock that we are going to unbox and take a look at. Now, where are my scissors? So I knew when I was buying all these engines, I should look for some rolling stock as well. And I found this one for a good price, brand new, of course. I refuse to buy used Trackmaster, motorized, whatever you want to call it, Thomas items. All right, so we got the box open, and as you can see, it is a brand new fuel tanker. Very glad to have this in my collection now, a brand new piece of rolling stock. I knew I had to get something other than a troublesome truck because, well, that's all I have. And now we have some variety in our rolling stock. Here is the fuel tanker. Very nice. I love myself some fuel tankers and tar tankers and milk tankers. They are some of my favorite pieces of rolling stock. Very nice. I did not have one of these as a kid, so my first time owning one of these. Now let's take a look at this pamphlet. This pamphlet is from 2003. Opening up the pamphlet here, you guys can just see everything of that was being sold from Tomy at the time. So many cool items. We can go through them one by one. Thomas at the Station starter set, which is the one that I had. And then we have Thomas at the Timber Yard, Thomas's Adventure set, Talking Percy expansion kit, Railway expansion kit, Cranky at the Docks accessory, which I have right over there. And then we have the Talkin' Action set, Thomas's Giant set, comes with James, Diesel, and Duck. Thomas's Big set. Then we have some rolling stock. We have the fuel tanker. That is an older picture. Then we have Annie and Clarabelle, a log car, Tidmouth milk tanker, Harold, Bulstrode. And then in the bottom right here, it says, watch for new Thomas and Friends coming from Tomy. Harvey, coming soon. Very cool. Then we have Thomas, Percy, Ben, a Ben value pack. Edward value pack comes with a troublesome brake van. Henry value pack, a law car. The Percy value pack comes with this fuel tanker and the mail coach. Then we have Edward, James, Henry, and Gordon. I cannot wait to start collecting more of these characters, such as Edward and Henry. I really want to get my hands on a Tomy Henry, brand new in the box. Then we have a Gordon and Duck value pack. There's the pack I was talking about in my Duck review, the one that comes with Scruffy and Toad. I just got Scruffy with mine. Then we have Terrence, Toby, Diesel, Duck, and Birdie, Lori, Bulgy, and then Salty, who is coming soon. And this is interesting. So this pamphlet is from 2003, but my Salty over there says 2002. And then we have Elizabeth coming soon as well. I think it's pretty cool that they have the actual picture from the TV series. Then we have Talk and Action, James and Percy. And then we have James and Toby's value pack. And then on the back side is just some other Tomy items, not really related to what we are taking a look at here. So, like I said, so many cool items. Okay, so why don't we get this box open and check out what set I bought brand new in the box. I bought the Water Tower Steam set, brand new. I'm so excited to unbox this one because I get the Steam Along Thomas back in my collection after so many years. I had a Steam Along Thomas as a kid with a set of that he came with. It wasn't this one, it was the other one with the green suspension bridge. I'm blanking on the name of that set right now, but this is the Water Tower Steam set. Here is the Water Tower Steam set, brand new in the box. Makes real steam that is cool to the touch. So let's take a look at the set here. This is what you get. You do get the water tower. You do get a nice pedestrian bridge, a red bridge, a nice tunnel, some trees, lots of switches. So here is the back side of the box. Here we have Thomas going along the set in these images through the station. This is Wellsworth pedestrian bridge, which is interesting. And then we have Thomas going through the bridge, through the tunnel, just showing off what this set comes with. Without further ado, let's get this box open. Okay, now it is time to take this set out of the box. I was watching this set for a while on eBay, and I was waiting for a good deal. And so I got impatient, and I contacted the seller, and I said, hey, I will pay you this amount right now. And he said, okay, let's do it. So it was a very quick transaction once I messaged him, because I did not want to wait for a sale to happen and for him to get impatient. I just messaged him and said, hey, I will pay you this amount. I need this set. So here is everything. Thomas looks gorgeous. So let's take all of these pieces out one by one. There is the pedestrian bridge. Now this says to the trains. It does not say to Wellsworth, unlike on the back of the box. So here is everything out of the packaging. Everything's kind of a mess. Apologies. And then we have the Steam Along Thomas, which just looks absolutely gorgeous. You can see his face right there. I love the metallic blue. And of course, right here is where you put the water to get the steam to come out of his funnel. So believe it or not, this little piece here is a filter that goes inside of Thomas. It says, you don't have to change the filter after every use. If it develops mold, you can take out the cartridge and wash it. One extra filter included. So I don't even remember ever changing or washing this as a kid. So I guess my Thomas for sure had mold in him. But yeah, fun fact, Steam Along Thomas does have a filter. All right, so batteries are inside of Annie. Both Annie and Thomas are ready to go. But I thought I would read you this. It says, unscrew the 2 screws of the tank at the bottom of the train after each use to drain the water. So after each use, they want you to unscrew Thomas and get rid of any water left in the reservoir. Yo, I'm not doing that. That's way too much work. All right, everyone. Here is Tomy's Water Tower Steam set with the metallic Steam Along Thomas. Now, quickly, let me know what you guys think about this Thomas face. Do you prefer this face or do you prefer the original Tomy Thomas face, which would be this one from 1992? So I honestly don't know which face I like better myself, but it is a close one, that is for sure. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have Annie and Clarabelle. And one interesting thing about Clarabelle is that Clarabelle does not have a back coupling, so they really do intend this Thomas just to pull Annie and Clarabelle. But here is the Water Tower Steam set. We do have 4 switches, we do get 3 trees, a bridge, a nice tunnel, so it really gives you everything. And then here is the station platform, platform 2, and then platform 1. A very nice piece. So now I have a pedestrian bridge for my Wellsworth station when I build a big Tomy layout for the next video. I think this set really speaks for itself. I think there really is nothing more to say besides, well, just another example of that Tomy truly is the king of motorized Thomas and Friends. So without further ado, let's get this demonstration on the road. Let's turn on Annie and let's see what happens. So Thomas does have audio coming from him, a chuffing noise. And then we can go ahead and stop. That is beautiful. And I'm guessing we can fill up Thomas with the water tower. So what's interesting is that if the water ever overflows, they do have a crack in the track here so that the water does go downward. And man, I'm really just in awe. This is bringing back some childhood memories here. This Thomas is dope. And watch what happens when he comes to a stop. Man, you can really see the water coming down. But the set does come with this, so you can put water inside of Thomas manually, like I am doing right now. All in all, guys, I think this set just speaks for itself. I love the fact that Thomas has chuffing audio. He has his whistle audio. I love Thomas's face as well. I love his metallic look. I love the fact that Annie is actually the battery-powered one, so Thomas can be a steam-along engine. I think the destinations and pieces in this set are also fantastic. We do have a nice little coal bunker off to the side here. We do get a very cool pedestrian bridge, which I never knew that Tomy even made until I saw this set for the first time. And honestly, you can sit here all day and just watch Thomas puff along the set. But I think that is going to wrap up this review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Water Tower Steam set, brand new, out of the packaging. I had a lot of fun. This Thomas is so much fun to play with and just watch go around on the set. I love the audio. I love the fact that the steam is cold to the touch. So just a very, very nice piece from Tomy. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.